Good morning, guys. It's Grace. I know that I didn't post a video on Wednesday, and I'm sorry about that. Midterms and stuff took up a lot of my time. But I'm on spring break this week, so you don't have to worry about me skipping any days this week because I won't. So today's video was inspired because I was supposed to go camping this weekend, and so I figured I try to do videos about things that kind of relate to what I'm doing. So going on a trip to go camping involves a long car ride, so I figured that's where this kind of tied in. And I was going to do a vlog too, but we ended up deciding not to go. But this is a place we do go pretty often, so if we do decide to go later, like in the summer, then I'll vlog that for you guys for sure. But until then, this is a video about things to do on a long car ride to keep you busy. I got this stuff from 3 sources that will be linked in the description below, so go check those out. I have 10 things that you guys can do. The first one is to listen to music, which is usually what I do depending on who I am going on said road trip with. If it's just a family thing, then I'm more than likely gonna have my headphones in, listening to music. Or if I get passenger seat, I get aux, then I will play my music through the radio. But if I'm in the back seat, then I probably have headphones in. It just depends on who I'm with, where I sit. Or you could do a karaoke sort of thing where play music on aux and everybody sings along and stuff like that. That's a very fun way to have a car ride if you're all singing and having a good time. The other or the second one is to sleep, which occasionally I'll do that. It depends, like I said, on how long the car ride is, who I'm with, things like that. The third one is to play games. I do have game suggestions. I Spy. That is not a game that my family usually plays. The license plate game where I'm telling you guys how we play the games. I'm sure there's other ways to play these games, but what I mean by the license plate game is when you see a car that has an out-of-state license plate, you have to punch somebody, and that car only counts for 1 punch. So if I see it and I punch you, you can't punch me for it, or you can't punch somebody else for it. Punch buggy. I don't play this game. I believe you just punch somebody when you see a buggy. I'm pretty sure there's other versions of this game too. Some people do it based off colors, I think. I'm not sure, but I have heard of it. Ends with, begins with. That one is you pick a category, like say animals. You say an animal like cat, and so, or I'll say the animal cat, and then the next person has to say an animal that ends or starts with the letter my animal ended with. So cat ended with T, which means the next person would have to say an animal that starts with a T, which would be tiger or whatever, and then the next person would have to say something that starts with an R, since tiger ends with an R, and so on. I'm going on a picnic is where you say I'm going on a picnic and I'm bringing, and then you say something that starts with the letter A. The next person will say I'm going on a picnic and I'm bringing, they gotta say that what you said for A, and then they have to make their own one up for B. The next person will do that for C, and so on. So basically, by the end, you have to remember 24 or 26 things that you're bringing to a picnic, 1 for each letter of the alphabet. How we play, we don't, I'm not saying we don't play that way, but if we want to switch it up a little bit, sometimes we'll do animals or, you know, stuff like that. Or just food or just drinks or, you know, things like that. And then all go around saying those for each letter of the alphabet. 20 questions, I think, is a fun game to play in the car. If you have some paper, you could play tic-tac-toe or hangman or other games that you could draw on a piece of paper. The fourth one is to watch a movie. So if you have a car that has like the little pull down things for movies, or you could strap like I know they make little strap on things for iPads and stuff that you can put on the headrest of the seat in front of you, or if you want to watch it on your phone or something, and you can bring popcorn or other movie like snacks to eat while you watch your movie. You could listen to an audiobook or a podcast, and you could also bring an actual book. Obviously some of these things, if you are a person who gets car sick, you probably couldn't do them. Like watching a movie, you probably can't watch a movie on your phone. Maybe if it's up on the headrest, but even then I'm not sure. It depends on the person. You probably couldn't read a book, you know. So if you're a person that doesn't get car sick, then this would be the best video for you. If you're a person that does, I would pick and choose what you want to listen to from this video. The fifth one is to bring puzzles or a coloring book, or you could download apps that are puzzle apps or coloring apps, or you could bring a notebook and draw if you're a person who likes to draw. And honestly, I think that coloring books and stuff are for people of all ages, especially if you're in the car. Coloring is fun, and if you're a person who likes puzzles, you know, that's obviously a good go-to. The seventh one is road trip bingo, which is bingo, and the spots are basically like when you see an airplane, you mark it. If you see a police car or a billboard or, you know, whatever, and you mark it. Sorry about that. Daisy came in to say bye. She's leaving. Anyways, if you have a piece of paper, you could draw out the bingo and make up your own spaces. Or when I was little, I had actual bingo cards that were meant for road trip bingo. So if you have actual cards, you could use those. If not, then you can like draw it out on your own. Whatever works best for you. You can go on social media. This is number 8. You can go on social media or text people that aren't in the car with you, or you could just have conversations with the people who are in the car with you, which I like to do. A lot of the times, if we're not listening to music, we're kind of having a conversation. The whole car is having a conversation about something. We like to have group conversations on our car rides. But if you guys are more to yourself in the car, you could do any of the other things I mentioned. The 8th one is to plan pit stops in advance, so that, I think that would more depend on how long your car ride is, but that way you're not in the car for hours on end. You can get out and take a break and go pee and look at, you know, cool stuff, whatever. And I'm sure you could just Google stuff that's close to where you're going, so that, you know, you can make pit stops on the way. And the last one is to wear comfortable clothes and bring snacks, because one thing I hate during car rides is if I'm uncomfortable. So I always wear pajamas in car rides, personally. And I always have a pillow in my lap no matter what I'm doing. And snacks are always a good thing to have, because a lot of people I know, I guess I can't say a lot of people, period, but a lot of people I know eat when they're bored. So that would be another thing to keep you busy as well. Even if you're not hungry, you could eat just to keep yourself busy, like a bag of chips or something. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you go on any long car rides, if you did any of these. Another thing you could do is watch some of my other videos on a car ride if you have nothing else to do. That I'd appreciate that if that's what you guys did. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on Monday.